everybody. Welcome back live and on the air. It's Wednesday night. Our show tonight is sponsored by John Jones. John Jones Real Estate. Going to roll over to Memphis. Going to talk to the head coach of the Memphis Whitehaven Tigers, head coach Rodney Saulsberry. How you doing tonight, Coach?
I'm doing fine, Stork. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. Well, you came away with a win and you needed it, but got the best of Craigmont, 48-0. Talk about that non-conference game win.
Well, guys, with homecoming, senior night, all those festivities going on, guys are coming around and guys are focused. So that's really what we're trying to hone into is getting guys to play moment by moment, season to moment, and making the plays that need to be made. And it's exciting to see those things come to fruition. But we just continue to focus in, honing our goals as we go through this bye week and preparing. We got two big games coming down the home stretch, starting with Collierville. So, again, it was great. Great game, great activity. Guys really showed themselves worthy on last Friday, and we're excited about that win. But now we're just turning the page. We're getting ready for this home stretch.
Well, like you said, you're off this week, and appreciate you joining us on Inside the Headset. Talk a little bit about your young team, and you've really had to work hard with these guys. Talk a little bit about some of the younger guys that maybe are, if they're sophomores, now they're juniors. They're playing really good ball, Stork. They've really worked hard, and it's now starting to pay off, and they're going to be ready for this final stretch. Talk about a couple of kids that you really think have grown up and have become better football players since you played back in that third week in August.
Oh, well, obviously it starts with kind of two-headed monster in the offensive backfield. Our quarterback, Jaden Thomas, again, a sophomore, and our running back, Chris Vitale. Those two sophomores have really grown, and obviously the quarterback kind of is a straw that stirs the drink, so you really want to have him maturing and doing the right things, making the right decisions, and he's steady growing with experience. So really happy for Jaden. Again, we call him JT. Really excited for him. And then Chris Vitale, his nickname is C2. So those two guys are really doing well on the offensive side of the ball. We're excited. And again, we're excited about what they're doing. And again, on the defense side of the ball, we got a great group of juniors that are really stepping up. And again, just all around team ball. Again, with a young team, you want to just teach them how to grow through adversity and how to deal with those ups and downs and highs and lows that come in a football game. And they're doing a good job of growing and learning.
When you think about that Tupelo loss and you go back to that non-conference game and everything, you wish you had it back now where you are now with this team and where you're playing a lot better ball than you were then.
Oh, definitely. Even all three games that we have unfortunately lost, there were lessons learned because it was all about momentum. You'll be in a close ball game, and then the tables will turn, and things won't go your way. You have a turnover or a play that doesn't go your way, and then things just snowball. So in the Tupelo game and the Houston game, both of those got kind of snowballed in the second quarter. So the second quarter kind of bit us with a young team in both of those games. Then the game versus Germantown was a highly contested game through the third quarter, and then just one bad play in the third quarter. And then just let some things go in the fourth quarter. So not finishing is a thing that hurts. So, again, a different problem, but the same kind of issue of not allowing the snowball effect happen in the game and kill the momentum and not let momentum take over. Because, again, the game is one of an emotion. So being able to control those emotions and fight through adversity. So I definitely would love to replay those games. I look forward to, as we finish up this season, look forward to next year, getting a chance to rewrite the history a little bit and get those guys and have some very competitive games with those guys in the future.
Well, yeah, and you possibly, like you say, you got to make it to the playoffs. But if you make it to the playoffs and you get in and get a ticket to the dance, you possibly are going to see the Germantowns and Cordova. You're going to see those guys again.
Oh, definitely, and that's what we're planning towards now. Again, Coach Riccone, Coach Smith are doing a great job at Collierville and Houston. Again, we just take one step at a time. So, again, Collierville is all we're focused on right now. But, again, our job is to get in this tough region. Again, our region is tough as nails. So every week you got to be prepared to play, and only 4 teams can make it out. So we have a tough game. Again, we're excited about getting ready to play a tough Collierville team and just to stake our claim in the playoffs and reestablishing ourselves and restoring the roar in Whitehaven with our guys and getting back on track.
So did you give the guys the week off, or where you headed to? Or, tomorrow's Friday. I'm sure they've got tomorrow and the weekend off, but when will you start that track to get prepared for next Friday night as you will be playing Collierville?
Well, we're practicing this week. We just practiced Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So tomorrow, Thursday, will be our last day of practicing for the week. So again, we try to get that midweek of practice. Again, just giving them those weekends to where if parents want to travel, and take kids, they want to go to games and things of that nature. We have those 2 weekends off. But Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday were work days for us again. So we got one more day of work tomorrow on Thursday. And then we're excited for Friday and Saturday, getting a chance to go see some college football games. Exciting game going to be here in Memphis with Memphis playing Tulane. It's a big game. And then obviously on Saturday, all kind of games. Again, trying to get these guys to go see college football and so they can get exposed to some things and see what they want to aspire to. Using the game of football to further education and going to college. So we're excited about those opportunities coming up this weekend.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm in it. You know, I did a lot of highlight videos before Huddle was ever invented. You know, there was nothing greater.
Oh man! Don't take me back to that one now, Stark. Don't take me back.
I'm telling you, there's no greater joy than taking the video and splicing it together. I mean, the machines, it was crude way, but I did a lot of highlight videos, and I did them all on the computer. But, I mean, that was before, you know, digital video or high definition. And, I mean, now we store all our games on hard drives and whatnot, but everything we did back then was all on tape. And you mastermind 4 or 5 VCRs together and let it play and record, and whoever got the last copy got the worst copy because it's running through 3 or 4 machines. So but it was what you had, and it was what you did, and it was part of it.
Yeah, you're gonna make somebody go into time warp. These kids nowadays, they hear the word VCR, they'll never know what you're talking about. So those double-decker VCRs and all those things, boy, that's taking us back a bit. But those were the days of it, that hard work. I think it sharpened our tools. And nowadays with Huddle, the ease and time that you can save and the efficiency that you can do right now is, again, it's just exciting to be able to do a lot bit more for these kids. But again, the joy was in that work back then, but I definitely don't want to go back to those days.
But you know what, Coach? There was nothing better or greater than when you called them, and after you got your copy and they called you back. Of course, you know, cell phones came along, which sped up a lot of stuff. But there's no greater feeling than when you know you're getting ready to meet in some gas station parking lot for the trade. I mean, there's nothing like that trade, and I'm sure every football coach, if there could ever be a book written about the trade, of the way you used to trade videos. Well, of course, it was VHS in the beginning and DVD in the second, but now it's done across computers. You don't even see them. But there was something special about who's going to take the video, who they meeting, did they say anything. There was a little bit of spirit in that trade portion, wasn't there, Coach?
It definitely was. Those were the days, you know, and as you see these transitions in technology and all those things, that people that are resistant to that change, and have some coaches when we moved from VCRs to with VCR tapes to DVDs, the resistance that was there, and now we from DVDs to all digital. So seeing that whole transition and that time travel was just amazing. But I think you got a good book idea right there or something, man. Talk about the trade. That might be some old books could be written about the trade, the film, and the interactions that were done there.
Well, and I've heard some stories about where some video was switched and some things were done just to be devious to the other team, but I mean, all in good fun. I'm sure that's the way they picked at each other back then, and so you never know. Coach, I can't thank you enough for being on Inside the Headset. Enjoy your time off. We will be off next week, but I'll grab you that last week for the final show of Inside the Headset as we head into the week of the 27th, that final Friday.
Hey, sounds great.
Thank you, Coach, and have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon on Inside the Headset.
All right, appreciate your story.
All right, see you, bye.